Is there anyone here who still lives their life hiding their true self? Sometimes we force ourselves to smile even though we're hurting inside. Sometimes we feel like we have to stay quiet when people make fun of us. Or sometimes we say we're okay, but in reality, we're barely holding on. Is there anyone, especially those who are LGBT, who feels like they have to wear a mask every single day? It doesn't mean we want to deceive others. But if we don't wear that mask, we have no place to stand, especially for those in Christianity or religions that judge LGBT people as sinners or say we'll go to hell or that we're displeasing to God. People in these groups end up feeling even worse, feeling even more guilty. Today, I want to tell you that you're not the only one who feels this way, and honestly, you're not wrong for being born this way. There are millions of people around the world who feel exactly the same as you do. And today, I want to tell you that you can always find a safe space within your own heart. All you need to do is get to know my God, the God of Jesus, not the God of any particular religion. This God isn't up in the sky judging you judging whether something is a sin or not. Instead, this is a God who offers you a space where you can rest your heart, a place where you can feel safe. Do you know why? Because my God isn't confined to any religion, but is a God who can live in the hearts of every one of us. And this safe space is open to everyone. I want to tell you this. You might be wondering if I'm a Christian or not. I follow Jesus, but I haven't changed my religion. And you might wonder if I'm LGBT, since I'm talking about this. But actually, I'm straight, a woman who loves a very handsome man. I'm married to him now, and we have a daughter together. We're lucky that our daughter looks just like her dad. So, why am I making LGBT-related videos? Well, to put it simply, it's because my dear friends and loved ones are LGBT. That's why I feel like I want to make my friends happy, and I want everyone older and younger to know some truths that are actually pretty amazing. I'm a woman, but the problems I've faced in life are similar to those of my LGBT friends. My parents didn't accept me either. I wasn't born into a perfect family. I think all of us are in the same situation. And today I want to share the reason. I made this video, and it's also the reason I want everyone to have a safe space. There's a study by William that says 60% of LGBT people have to try to change their own behavior to avoid being mistreated. And from the Trevor Project, they found that 45% of LGBT youth have had thoughts of suicide because they want to hide their true selves. Every day, every single day, this is something that really makes me sad. Things like this shouldn't happen at all. That's why I want to tell everyone and invite you all to come into a safe space, which everyone can experience. But there are many people who think, first, I don't want to talk to God because one, I don't know God, and two, I don't know how to talk to him. And if you're someone who follows a religion that has already condemned you, then if your profession is being a beauty therapist and people say it's wrong or sinful or something like that, you might feel even more that God doesn't love you. Or you might feel like, hey, God probably doesn't understand you because you like the same sex or something like that, you know? But actually, today I want you all to know that my God, or the God of Jesus, is not a God who judges. Instead, he's a God who wants to reach out to you, who wants to tell you that I understand you. I created you myself. I know what you're thinking. I know who you are. God is ready to be with you right now. If you really feel like you can't take it anymore, if one day it feels like your whole world is just so dark, I want you to turn off the lights, turn off your phone, close the door, and just talk to God. Just keep it simple. Tell God, I'm right here. God, can you be with me? I don't know how to believe. I don't know what to say. I'm tired. I just want a place to stand. A safe place, that's all. Just say exactly how you really feel to God. And I want to tell you, it might not be like in the movies where God suddenly speaks and says, "Wow, I am with you," or like the curtains in your room start blowing, or a beam of light shines down, or God floats down. Nothing like that. But you'll feel a sense of relief, a lightness inside you. You'll feel a deep happiness welling up inside you. That's the sign that the safe space has reached you. All right, let's get to the point. There are 3 things you need to know before you meet God and let that safe space into your heart. The very first thing I want to tell you is number 1, God created you with intention. You weren't born by accident. You need to understand this. Let me reference a Bible verse from Psalm 139, verses 13 and 14. It says that God created you, both your mind and your body. God wove you together, like weaving silk, He wove you together in your mother's womb. In verse 13, in English it says, "You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb." This means that God created your mind. God created your body. The way your mind is, God made it that way. You're not wrong. You're not strange. You understand? I really want to emphasize that God created your mind. 2. And did you know in Hebrew, which is the original language the Bible was written in, it refers to emotion and body. In Japanese, they use the word nefesh, which means life or soul. So God didn't just give us life. He didn't just give us a body, but He also gave us our minds. So today, I want to confirm this for you. I want you to be confident before you go to meet God and have your own safe space. I want you to be sure that God created you to be exactly who you are. God made you this way on purpose. You weren't born out of a mistake or because something went wrong, In this world, or even in science at one point, or whatever it is, might tell us that it's a mistake, that it's not right. But today, Psalm 139, 13 through 14 says it very clearly. And the second point, first, you already know this. God created you intentionally, not by mistake, okay? Both your mind and your body were made this way on purpose by God. Second, besides knowing this, that God truly knows your heart. God genuinely knows your heart, even if you do not yet fully know Him. It's true. God knows us inside and out, through and through. Just like in Psalm 139, verse 14, God knows me completely. I want to say that in the flow of the LGBT community, I have a team. Many people in the VIP group would know Coach Raya. I've known Coach Raya since she was a woman, a young lady, and eventually she gradually transitioned to become Yuri, who is a lesbian. Well, she started out as a lesbian as a woman. Then a tomboy started courting her, and things kept shifting. In the end, she transitioned. At first, she was a tomboy, and now she's transitioning to become a man. And it really fits her. She never even realized she was like this, but God knows her completely, through and through. How could this person ever be fulfilled? What kind of love would they need? She doesn't even realize that she's already reached this point, that it could fulfill her with the same way. If you're feeling confused right now, not sure who you are or what you really like, that's okay. It doesn't matter if you're confused about yourself. What matters is that God isn't confused. God loves us. While we're confused, God knows us. The second thing you need to know is that God knows us inside and out. So when we come to God in a safe space, God isn't going to judge us or ask, Why are you so confused? No, God understands us. God doesn't judge us. God is ready to be with us, even when we're still totally confused about why we are the way we are. Do you get what I mean? So at this point, I want you to understand the third thing you need to know. Okay? That is God will never abandon you, no matter who else in this world might leave you. Even if people leave us because of who we are for whatever reason today, God will not leave us. No matter no matter how we are, no matter how this disease changes or whatever happens, God will not abandon us. This is what I really want to tell you all. There's a Bible verse that I really love where God says he will never leave us. It's this one. It says in Isaiah 43:2, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. The water here, as mentioned in the Bible, when it says we walk through water or face water, it symbolizes danger or hardship. As for fire, it represents trials or problems that come to burn us, suffering that we can't put out, things like that. When these things come into your life, God is still with you. God will not abandon you. You will get through those difficult situations and hardships because you have God with you. You can say, God, please be with me. And you will feel for yourself that God's embrace, which we can't see with our eyes, can truly be felt. You can feel it with your heart, you know? It's even better than anything you can see with your eyes. If you don't believe me, just try it. This is what I want to tell you. I'm not asking you to change your religion. What I'm inviting you to do is to change the place where you find comfort for your heart. Before, you hang out with friends, talk to friends, or live your life finding comfort here and there, but it never brought true peace. True comfort for your heart is when you turn off your phone, turn off the lights, close the door, and talk to God. Really talk to God how you feel, what you need, and ask God to be with you, help you, and that's what true rest really is. You'll feel what it's like when God is truly with you. Even if you're Buddhist, even if you don't know God, even if you have no intention of changing your religion, and you don't have to think about changing it, because religions might say you're wrong or that God won't accept you, or that the Christian God or other gods will judge you, you know? But the God of Jesus, or the God I believe in, which is the same God, accepts you. He understands us just as we are. So I want you to know these three things and talk to God personally. I think this video will be the beginning of your journey back home. And in this home, we have the same God. We have Jesus as our eldest brother, and I am your sister. We're friends who will be in this family together. I am happy to walk this path with you and to provide a safe space for you. If anyone is interested in joining, if you're interested in IPLGBT with me, you can click the link in this video. We'll meet there. I have weekly video calls and we chat together in a group chat. Plus, we meet in person at my house once a month. I believe that walking this path is a meaningful journey, and we can witness God's greatness and discover the meaning of our lives, why we were born, and that we were born this way not without purpose, to bring more meaning into our lives. I'm happy to offer advice, and I think I'll see you in the VIP group as well. See you again in the next video, which will talk about giving your body in exchange for hoping to get someone's heart. But what if you don't get their heart? After giving your body, what should you do? See you in the next update.